Giant bee on the couch. It's not Callie today, it's Calby. Hey Calby. Happy Halloween. So you may or may not follow me on Snapchat, where I said that I was going to do a vlog on the pros and cons of hair extensions. First off, I have my hair extensions. You can see how long they are. Fabulous. I have my hair extensions from Tori V Hair. I've gotten the clip-in extensions from Tori V for my first two NPC bikini competition shows that I did, and they are awesome. Don't tangle easily, which is good. You can curl them, straighten them. Tori V even has their own hair straightener, own hair curling iron, which are awesome. I have the hair straightener personally myself, and I love it. Now, to get into the part that you really care about is the pros and cons. I do have the Tori V keratin tip bonded hair extensions now. So these are not clip-ins, these are actually glued into my real hair. And what they are is they're these little bonds on the end that look like little pieces of hot glue sticks, and your hairdresser, wherever you go, a professional, will actually take it and flat iron them into your real hair and press it in, and so it sticks to your real hair. And I'll see if I can show you guys one. There's the little bond, if you can see it. You can't see it when my hair is all down. Got a little blurry there. But anyway. First pro is that if you want long hair and your hair takes a long time to grow out, a good reason to get the hair extensions. If you compete a lot and you're tired of doing the clip-ins all the time, that's another good reason to get them. I got them because I've always wanted longer hair. It was pretty long already, but I always wanted longer hair. It takes a long time for my hair to grow out. I have really bad ends, damaged hair from straightening it so much in high school, like every single day. Now I just try to straighten it, I don't know, once, twice a week, or I'll leave it naturally wavy. And the hair extensions, they curl pretty easily, like I said before, or straighten. I still use the protectant heat spray on them to protect them from heat damage with a hairdryer, straightener, curling iron, what have you. So yeah, they work very well with hot iron tools to get that length in. Another pro, you don't have to wash your hair as often. I know that sounds gross, but I mean, it's a hassle for washing all of this hair. So I usually only wash mine about 3 times a week. I use a lot of conditioner because you want to make sure that you keep the hair extensions conditioned. So we have the length, easier for competitions, and you don't have to wash as often. So those are my top 3 tips, or 3 pros, I guess you could say, for hair extensions. And they're easy to dye too. Like, I started out with kind of like a, I don't know, golden light brownish hair color, and then I actually had my hairdresser dye them blonder, and so they're not damaged at all. Like, they're really super shiny and smooth, and they're still here. And I got these back in September. It is almost November, so I've had them in almost about 2 months now, and I love them, and they're doing really well and holding up really well. Another con is that you can't use a regular brush on your hair. You can use it on the end, say if you hold your hair right here and then brush it out, but as far as for the keratin, and I'm not sure about microbeads, but microbeads are also another good hair extension to look into. I would stay away from tape, by the way. Tends to get more tangled in your hair, more in knots, but keratin bonded tips and microbeads are my top 2 suggestions for hair extensions. But anyway, back to the hairbrush, and you can get them from Sally's and maybe even like Walmart or something, or off of Amazon. But it's a hairbrush with like little loops instead of just spikes all up in it that'll actually go over the hair extension, and it won't pull it out or anything like that. So the hairbrush is good to have for when you have hair extensions, so you can brush your hair. Another con could be that when you're sleeping, a lot of people will put their hair up like in a braid or a low ponytail or something like that. Because for me, when I'm sleeping, sometimes my hair, if I leave it all down, it can get caught underneath me and pull, and sometimes that hurts a little bit. But other than that, usually a braid works well. Low ponytails for like when you're working out and stuff. So instead of putting it all the way up here, I tend to wear it about a little bit lower, because sometimes it can pull and a lot of little pieces of hair will break off if you have it too tight in your ponytail. So I always recommend doing like a loose bun or a loose ponytail. You just have to make sure that you condition it really well. So I usually will take one night of the week and leave the conditioner in my hair for about 10 minutes and then rinse it out. And then also make sure that you put in Moroccan oil after you get done showering and everything and drying out your hair a little bit, because that'll keep the moisture in there and it won't get as dry. So that's another con, is that hair extensions can tend to get drier than normal hair, like I said before, and cause breakage. But to keep from doing that, condition it and Moroccan oil and you're good to go. You're still gonna feel them when you run your hands all over your head, but as far as being visible, you can't see them, and nobody can really see them unless they're actually touching your head. They can be very expensive. Buying the hair extensions themselves can be expensive, but then also having somebody to put them in can be another few $100s, which makes them even more expensive. But depending on how you take care of them, I would definitely say that it is worth it, because mine have lasted a while, like I said, almost 2 months, and you know, none of them have fallen out, and I think it was a good investment. I love it, and I'm probably going to keep them in for a long time too. So if you are thinking about getting hair extensions, you can go to a professional, somebody that does your hair, or Google somebody local in your area, and they can do a consultation on your hair and tell you how much it is, because you can either do like for length, if you just want to do right here for the hair extensions down, or some people will do all over. For me, I already had pretty thick hair, so I only did it from about halfway of my head down just for the length. But it costs you more for the more extensions that you have, and they can range even up to thousands of dollars. But if you have the money for it and you want to save for it, if it's something that you've always wanted to do to feel, I don't know, sassy, sexier, whatever it is that you want to do with your hair, I say go for it and rock it, because, you know, it's your hair, so you should be allowed to do whatever you want to do with it. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the clips in this video. the Happy Gilmore quote if you don't know what that means. Okay, I'm done.
You're done?
Yeah.